everyone. We are currently at the African Youth Sustainable Development Goals Summit 2026, and as the Green Future Ghana Foundation geared towards, climate change, we found this as an interest advocate that we can, involve ourselves in, and also take the opportunity to speak to people, because the theme for this particular, agenda is creating the Africa we want, as well as reimagine Africa through youth-driven solutions. So yes, Green Future Ghana Foundation, we are here. Join me as I ask one or two people about their opinion on green future or climate change as a whole. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so I have a very lovely lady here all the way from Zimbabwe. She came here to support us and we are so excited to have her. I'll have her introduce herself and then tell us a little bit about herself before she speaks to Green Future Ghana. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so darling, your name and what you do?
Hello, my name is Ropafadzo Mazarire and I am the Programs Director at the African Montessori Hub. I am also an environmental engineer by profession, so this is very interesting for me as well.
Nice. I'm so thrilled to have you join the African Youth, SDG Summit this year. I understand you were part of the hostess, right? You spoke before we got here, right? What so far has the journey been like? You're being an environmental engineer. How have you contributed so far in climate change advocacies, or let's say any change that you've noticed in your own country about weather, environment, farming, and what have you?
Okay, so that's a lovely question. Thank you for that question. So as an individual, but rather let me speak first for what I have been able to do with the work that I'm with the African Montessori Hub. So at the African Montessori Hub, we are an education organization that is advancing culturally relevant Montessori education. So we are essentially a do tank, and while we do that, we have a leadership and diplomacy program that speaks around the sustainable development goals, particularly climate action. So we are at our workplace all the time educating young people, children around climate action, the things that they can do in order to improve the environment, to show them the changes that are currently happening, to show them the trends so that they too are aware. So that's some of the work that we have been able to do with the African Montessori Hub. And in my capacity as an engineer, an environmental engineer, I've been fortunate to do a lot of technical projects. I'm a technocrat. I love to identify myself as one. So a lot of the solutions that would come from me are, innovations around climate action. I have been part of teams that have won the Hout Prize competition around water sustainability issues, sanitation issues, all things that are spoken when we talk about climate change and climate action. So I think I can speak, that speaks to a bit of what I've been able to do.
Yes, amazing. Hello everyone, this is Green Future Ghana once again, and I'm here with another amazing person all the way from Zimbabwe who came to support us right here in the 6th African Youth SDGs. So I'll have him, introduce himself and tell us about what he does, and then we'll ask some questions. All right, sweetheart, you're welcome.
Hiya.
How are you?
I'm good, you?
Great, I'm good.
Not bad.
Kindly tell us about yourself and what you do.
All right, so my name is Ashley Bandiki, and I'm a Zimbabwean based in the UK. So,
Beautiful.
based in the UK, I'm a co-founder for a startup known as MedPro Essentials. Basically, what we do is we're a small EMR, basically medical record keeping, which is electronic nowadays, for small companies, small clinics and small hospitals in rural areas.
Amazing.
So our job mainly is to connect the rural areas with the current software for a very cheap price. So that's what we do.
Amazing. That's a big deal. Thank you so much for
Yes,
doing
right.
that.
Yeah, trying our best.
Okay, so basically Green Future Ghana is about climate change advocacy. We make sure that we put our voices out there to educate people and also, help us all understand what we can do to improve climate change. What actually have you noticed in your community? What's the one change you've noticed in your community about our weather, environment, and farming so far in the past 5 years? And what has your organization done so far to, improve anything?
Lovely. So that's a very good question. So for the past 5 years, we've noticed that there's been climate change. Of course, we all know about climate change. It's a case whereby global warming, it's becoming drier, regions are becoming way worse. And for the artisan farmers who actually farm for their people, it makes it a bit difficult. So MedPro, as a whole company, we've come up with an initiative whereby we're trying to, by the end of this year, to drill at least 5 borehole waters in every rural areas. So we've got one already done, which is in my rural area when I'm back in Zim, because technically in our country, your clan comes from a certain area before you migrate to the main city. So we're trying to make sure that we provide water. I know it's something most people do, but we believe that we can finish all provinces by probably the end of 2030.
That is amazing. So, aside the sustainable, development goal all the way 2030, you as an organization also have a plan for us.
100%. So,
that is amazing.
Us as an organization, we do believe that it's our way of giving back. So, with our policies, our biggest policy is we hire the youth. So that's empowering the youth of. In every area, so that gives it back. At the same time, we provide something for them too. I'm going to be speaking in the afternoon as well, more on it and trying to explain how we work with it.
I cannot wait for that session to learn more from you, because you are a big deal. Thank you so much for having us.
No worries.
All right.